Hey everybody, Kyle here, also known as Acid Rain 64, and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last part, we beat the Snowhead Temple. We freed the spirit that was trapped there. We got the extended magic meter at the end of the last part, which I almost forgot to do. And yeah, and at the end of the last part, I said I was going to go back and to the first day and beat Got again so that I could do everything I needed to do in the springtime. So that's what I did. I beat Got, and now we're on the first day. So that's really good. I also went ahead and grabbed some rupees because we will need those. Because we want to go ahead and get our sword all fixed up. So let's go ahead and come into here. And let's see what they say now that it's spring. Let's see. Oh, a customer. Bora, fetch our customer some coffee, quick like. Now then, let me take a look at your sword. Alright, to reforge your sword, it will cost you 100 rupees. It'll be ready at sunrise. You'll have to let us hold on to your sword until then. Keep in mind that after you use your reforged sword 100 times, it will lose its edge and it'll be back to its original sharpness. So, would you like your sword reforged for 100 rupees? Yeah, sure. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come back tomorrow morning. Okay, so then we leave. Now we are without a sword, which is just a little bit problematic. It's not a big deal. Oh man, look at that pose. You got one foot up there. Anyway, yeah, we're without a sword, which isn't a big deal. We can get our sword tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of something as Goron Link. So let's go ahead and go in here. I think. Oh, this is okay. This path right here, which only opens up during the spring, is actually a shortcut to get up to the top there. But, I mean, you know, now that it's spring, there's really not a whole lot we can do up there, so it's kind of, I guess in a way it's pointless, but not really. Alright, so let's head towards... Oh, can I break? Oh, I can't break those. That's a weird place for some boulders. I've never even noticed those before. Anyway, let's head towards the Goron village, and we'll see what we have to do there. So, if you come here during the spring, you'll see this little path up here that's cleared now. I think before, this is all just covered in like snow and ice, so you can't really get up here. But let's see what this is. Goron racetrack ahead. The race season is currently underway. Okay, so there's a Goron race going on, and maybe we can get into that action. So let's see what this guy says. Ah, Darmy! Yeah, you're not crying and being annoying now. I like that. Now that it's nice and warm out, I'm much better. Even if my daddy isn't right beside me, I won't be selfish and cry. So now that spring has come, the Goron races should be starting soon. But this rock is in the way, so I can't get in to see the race. And spring's just started, too. I was so excited, but there's nothing I can do. I hate it, I want to see it, I want to see the race. Shut up. Okay. So, this kid wants to see the races, and we kind of want to participate. But there's this huge, gigantic boulder. Now, one thing I want to point out between this boulder and another boulder we've seen in the game, or I don't think we've actually seen it, because I think, I cut to when it wasn't there anymore, but there is a very similar boulder blocking the way to Lon Lon Ranch. So we need to find out a way to take care of both of those boulders. And so far, like, we have bombs, but they won't be able to blow up something that big. But maybe there's something here in the Goron village that we can get. And actually, if you come over here, we could go into the Goron village and see what all's going on there. But as far as I know, there's nothing special. So Goron Powder Keg Shop. New customers will be tested on proper usage. The shopkeeper. Okay, so we can get powder kegs from in here, and that will help us blow up any rocks that our normal bombs can't really take care of. But yeah, the Goron village, you know, it's thawed out now. It's spring, there's no crappy winter going on, so everyone's probably happy and celebrating, and we'll just leave them to it. We won't bother them, and there's nothing really special we can do there, so nothing to bother with. So let's go ahead and talk to this huge Goron who's just chilling here. I'm the Goron who sells the powder keg, the most famous product of the Gorons. Want a powder keg? Powder kegs explode with powerful blasts and are very dangerous. Until I have tested you to see if you can use them properly, I can't let you use any on your own. Will you give it a try? Yes. If you can destroy the boulder that blocks the entrance to the Goron racetrack near here, using the powder keg I'm about to give you, then I'll approve you to carry them. Okay, so he gives us a live powder keg. When the powder keg begins ticking faster, it means that it's about to explode. Try to blow up the boulder blocking the Goron racetrack entrance without the powder keg exploding on the way. There's a sign near the racetrack, so keep an eye out for it. When you've finished, come and see me. Okay, so we have to get this big powder keg bomb that could potentially cause all kinds of damage and loss of life. We have to get it up there to where the entrance to the racetrack was. Now, one thing to mention about this powder keg, it does have a limited time. It's not as limited as other powder kegs will have because I think this is just like a test one, so the life is just a little bit longer on it. But it will explode if you do not get it to the rock fast enough. So you want to make sure you do that. Also, dropping down anything, so if you fall off a ledge or get hit by any enemies or anything, you will drop the powder keg, which can be a little problematic. So this area is especially tricky because if you're hit by anything like the Wolfos or the crows that are here now, you will end up dropping the powder keg, and that's not good. Also, there's water. If it goes in water, it blows up or it becomes diffused or something. So you definitely want to make sure that you take your time through this and don't lose this powder keg. You can go back and get another one, so it's not an incredibly huge deal, but it's best to just get it taken care of right now. Another thing we can do, once we actually get it up here to the rock, you can shoot it with an arrow, and that detonate. Oh, are you kidding me? It wasn't close enough. I thought it was close enough. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, now I feel like a huge asshole. Okay, so make sure that you put the powder keg right next to the rock, and then you can blow it up. You did it! Thanks a lot. I'm going right in. I'll be waiting for you, so you have to come in and see it. Okay, and he has a very weird walk. He looks like... Oh, he looks exactly like, the one mini-boss from the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time. I wonder if that's just like a remake of that sprite. Or model. It's not a sprite. But, I'll have to, look at that and maybe put it in the video and kind of compare it, because it looks very similar. Anyways, let's see. Ah, Darmy, I've been waiting for you. See, everyone's restless because they can't wait to enter. You're gonna enter, aren't you? Yes I am. You have to. I want to show everyone how Darmy races. If your magic power runs low, charge it up with the green jars on the course. Okay, so now we are participating in the Goron races, just kind of randomly. The kid just asked us to. Now, this can be a little difficult, but basically just try to get as far ahead of everyone else as you can. It's going to be a little impossible because they do move pretty quick, and I think they're programmed to actually bump into you and knock you off course and everything. So this is a little difficult, but just think of it as like an extension of the GOT boss battle, and just try not to get knocked down just like that. So you can do this as many times as you need to. So if you fail and don't win it this time, it's not a huge deal. But it's best to just knock it out in one try. Now, this isn't impossible. It is just a little difficult. Just try not to bump into people as much as you can, because it does... Oof, and don't fall right there, because I've done that I don't know how many times. But just try not to bump into people, because that does slow you down a little bit. And try to cut corners whenever you can. Just basic race stuff. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Get out of here, asshole. I think we can make it. I think we can make it. I think we made it. Let's see. That was great! I knew you were the fastest Goron army. I was sure you'd get first place. This is from Daddy. It's the prize. Alright, you got a bottle of gold dust. This is the finest available quality. I want to be just like you. Oh, he was saying, I just want to be like you, quick. I thought he was saying, I want you to be... No. I'm not going to join the race. Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez, kid. I already raced once. Okay, so the reward you get for that is gold dust and also a bottle. That's how we get our second bottle. It's kind of weird that that's only our second bottle. But, whoa. I didn't know you could knock these guys over. That was kind of weird. But yeah, we got the bottle of gold dust, which is actually kind of important. We will use that to help with reforging our sword. But we can't do that right now. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just fast forward to the next day, and then we can go ahead and get our sharpened sword that we paid 100 rupees for. So I'll meet you guys back in just a second. Okay, so how did the reforging go? I kept you waiting, but it's done, see? Alright, your Kokiri sword has been strengthened and forged into a razor sword. This new, sharper blade is a cut above the rest. Use it up to 100 times without dulling its superior edge. Now keep in mind that after you use this 100 times, the blade will lose its edge and will return to its original sharpness. Now here's the secret. If you bring me gold dust before this sword loses its edge, I'll be able to make it the strongest sword around. You got that? Gold dust. Okay, so that's a hint as to what we need to do to get the best sword that we can get right now. Now, the razor sword that we got right here looks fucking badass. But we can only use it 100 times. Now, there's no counter or anything for it as far as I know. Yeah, so you just have to kind of like watch it. But if you want to use this sword, it is 2 times stronger than the Kokiri sword, which is the sword we had at the start. So it's nice, but it's not permanent, which sucks. So I don't know, and it has kind of a... I think it's the same range as the Kokiri sword, maybe a little longer. But it's not... I mean, I don't think it's really worth paying 100 rupees every time you want to use it. So, we want to make sure we get the best sword available. And we can do that since we have gold dust. So let's go ahead and equip that, and then we'll talk to these guys again and see what they can do for us. Oh, customer? Gabora, fetch our customer some coffee, quick like. You say that every time. Now then, let me take a look at your sword. Hey now, that's a mean joke. Your sword has already been reforged into a razor sword. Unless, do you want me to make your sword stronger? To do that, I'll need gold dust. Do you have any? I just so happen to have some gold dust. Here you go. Why, if it isn't gold dust, and it's even top quality. I totally mixed up those letters. Why, even if I use it to reforge your sword, there'll still be some left. Alright, just for you, I'll do this for free, but don't tell anyone. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come back tomorrow morning. Alright, so the reason you want it to be the first day when you come to do this is because you can't get your sword fully forged unless you have like the full 3-day cycle and gold dust. So we needed to get it sharpened into the razor sword on the first night, and then we needed to get the gold dust, and then once we got the razor sword on the second day, we needed to have we needed to give it to the people on the second day, and then pick it up fully forged and a whole new sword on the third day. So you can't start this on the second day. You do have to do it on the very first day, or else you can't get the sword. Now, there's one thing I want to do, which is why I came here to the clock town. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for our sword to be reforged, we want to come here to Clock Town, because there is a game I want to play. I'm not sure. I think this is it right here. Let's see. Okay. This is what we want to play. Well, aren't you a fit fellow? Want to play? Oh man, 30 rupees. Okay, so tell you what, I'm gonna go get some rupees and then I'll be right back here. Okay, so I went ahead and got some rupees, and I actually have a full wallet now. There's an enemy you can kill in Termina Field, which actually gives you 200 rupees every time you kill it. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, let's go ahead and talk to her again. Okay, 30 rupees. If you can make it all the way to the treasure chest and open it within the time limit, I'll give you a special prize. Finding out what's inside is half the fun. Are you ready? Yeah, I guess. So this minigame is kind of annoying. So as you can see, the treasure chest is right there, but as we try to walk, there are these blocks that come up, and they do block your way. So what you have to do is find the correct path to get to that treasure chest. Now what I like to do is just kind of roll as a Goron. It makes it just a little easier. And typically I think the path is like on the outer. Ugh. Okay, I don't know the best way to do this, but oh, it's right. Oh, what a tease. Okay, we might fail it this time. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to try this again. I don't think there's like any easy way to do this. You just have to kind of keep trying at it. Won't you try again? Yeah. Okay. So you want to play this as a Goron because you get a heart piece from it. If you play it as anyone else, you get a prize that's typically just rupees or something. So playing it as a Goron will get you the best prize, which is the heart piece. Okay, this is... okay. I hate this minigame. Alright, let's see. Oh, did I make it? I did. I don't even know how I did that. Alright, so let's see what we got. The heart piece, okay. I was thinking for a second that we weren't going to get one. I thought it was going to like actually change, but did you have fun? Won't you try again? No, thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the Goron village. There's actually something I did forget to do. You do want to make sure you talk to the big Goron again that gave us the first powder keg, because you want to get certification to be able to use the powder keg. So I'm going to go ahead and warp back to Mountain Village, and I'm going to go talk to the big Goron again, and then I'll meet you back at the smithy on the third day so we can get our new sword. Okay, so now it is the morning of the third day, and we're ready to go pick up our new sword. Now, one thing I want to mention, once you talk to the Goron again, after you clear the racetrack, he does actually give you a powder keg, which now indicates that we can carry them whenever. We don't have to go through a trial again or anything. We are good. So let's go ahead and come in here and get our new sword. So let's see what they say. I kept you waiting, but it's done, see? Alright, your razor sword has been strengthened. Now it's a gilded sword. Newly forged, your sword is better than ever and will never break. There it is. We can't make a sword stronger than that. No matter how many times you use it, it will never lose its edge. Try it. Oh, I used up most of the gold dust. Just a tiny bit was left, so I got rid of it for you. Okay, so with that, we get the gilded sword, which is much longer than the razor sword or even the kokiri sword, which is awesome. And it also does 2 times damage. Actually, wait. Not 2 times damage. Okay. It does 3 times the kokiri sword damage, and it only does 1.5 times damage of the razor sword. But the good thing about this sword is that it will never break. So I think that's pretty good. And it's also a lot longer, so we have a better range. Well, okay, that's all we can do now that we're done with the mountain. So we won't come back to Snowhead for a while. Now, the next thing we need to do is head towards the next area, which is the ocean. But we can't quite go there yet, because if we try to head west towards the ocean, we'll find that there's like a gate up or something like that, and we can't cross it alone, so we have to find a horse or something to get across it. Which, I already spoiled it, we will get a horse to get over that gate. And I guess the best place to find one is Romani Ranch. So, that's going to be it for this part. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe and do all that other good stuff. And next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we will head towards Romani Ranch. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.